Yo, Joziah, bruh. Why didn't I see you at Hoko last weekend?
Wait, I don't see you at Hoko last weekend.
But I didn't go to Hoko last weekend, bruh.
Oh, I didn't go to Hoko either.
Oh, wait, why don't we have our own Hoko right here? Shall we?
We shall. Remarkable. I can perceive a notable expansion in my vocabulary as I disrobe my attire.
That was looking good.
That was looking great.
That was looking magnificent.
That was looking explendiful.
Does an impeccable man such as yourself care to be treated to a sweet tapioca pearl beverage?
Make it 2,
3,
4,
5.
17.
Well, speaking of 5, now that our linguistic enrichment has reached a peak, let us commence the 5th installment of our show.
Well, let's carry on briskly. I'm Joziah.
And I'm Wesley, and this is Show 5.
The Pasadena Tournament of Roses is one of the most celebrated annual events in California. A highly anticipated element of California Tournament of Roses is the Royal Court. Let's go to Ellie to find out more.
Just this Monday, the 2024 Royal Court was announced for the annual Tournament of Roses, more commonly known as the New Year's Rose Parade. Behind us, the finalists are getting ready for the long-awaited reveal.
Out of the 28 finalists, only 7 will proceed to the Royal Court. This tradition first started in 1905, where Hallie Woods was crowned the Rose Court Queen, but it wasn't until 1930 that the pageant truly became a regular event. Since then, they've selected a Rose Queen every year except for 2021. High school seniors and college students in Pasadena annually vie for a position in the Rose Court. The selection criteria include their abilities in public speaking, leadership, academic performance, and community engagement. This year, 4 students from Arcadia High School made it to the finals: Naomi Stilatana, Danielle Workman, Niat Hargat, and Shivani Wadwa. Each of the participants has gone through a month-long interview process to reach this round of the selection.
When I came here was the Rose Parade, and I was like, I want to be a princess, you know, but there's so much to it. There's volunteering, helping others, so that inspired me. I was so excited to be here, and now I'm here. So the interview process was definitely nerve-wracking. It was hard, not knowing the questions, not knowing what you're in for, you know, so it was definitely difficult, but positive mindset, you know, keeps you going, socializing, making memories, that's the fun part, so. Yeah.
Congratulations to the 2024 Royal Court, and a special congratulations to Naomi Stilatano. We look forward to seeing you in the New Year's Parade. This has been Ellie Ma. Now back to the anchors in the studio.
I'm delighted to find myself attired appropriately for this momentous occasion. As of last week, Arcadia Unified School District has garnered the prestigious distinction of being ranked the #1 educational institution within the vast expanse of Los Angeles in Niche's 2024 rankings. Congrats, Arcadia.
Last Friday, America had a heavy heart as news broke out that California's senior Senator Dianne Feinstein unfortunately passed away. Let's go to Katrina for her reflections on Senator Feinstein's impactful tenure in office.
California's senior Senator Dianne Feinstein was one of the longest-serving female Senate members in history, serving from 1992 until her death last week. Senator Feinstein played an important role in giving women more rights throughout her life. She fought for reproductive freedom, equal protection, and safety from gun violence through serving as a Democratic senator for California.
She helped pass the assault weapons ban in 1994, which has since expired, but she was always very proud of that legislation. She also helped expose some of what was going on in Guantanamo Bay after the 9/11 attacks.
I think regardless of our political views, we can all agree that she was a political trailblazer. She was the first woman in California to become selected on the Senate.
When she first arrived, there were 2 women in the Senate. When she passed last week, there are 25 women in the Senate.
Since Senator Feinstein made significant improvements in Congress, her loss will be felt with some inevitable changes.
The seniority that Senator Feinstein represented was tremendous, and so with her passing and the coming in of a new senator, California will lose some of its power and influence in the Senate.
The first openly black lesbian in Congress, LaFonza Butler, was appointed to help hold up Senator Feinstein's legacy as we mourn her passing. We will forever remember Dianne Feinstein as one of the most influential female senator members in Congress. This has been Katrina. Now back to the anchors.
Seeking to financially maximize the value of your AP course? Ensure the acquisition of your AP exams by November 5th. Prices before this date stand at $115, but post-November 5th, they will rise to $155. Good luck, Apaches.
Last Saturday, homecoming night was a full swing at Los Angeles Natural History Museum. If you couldn't attend this event, we have our very own Henry to provide a recap of this unforgettable evening.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the LA National History Museum for Arcadia's 2023 Homecoming. Let me show you around. Whilst we strolled through the halls, we viewed massive fossils and artifacts, including stuffed critters. My favorite, this huge sea lion I named Leo. On one side, there was a gaming room which held things such as foosball, jumbo Jenga, and a photo booth. Definitely enough activities to keep people busy. Spread around the venue were snack tables filled with various desserts, and the highlight of the night, dino nuggets, on theme for the museum. Later on, we walked into the dance floor where there was a super sick DJ that got everyone dancing. He even let me hop on the turntables for a bit. Near the end of the night, the homecoming royalty was introduced and they had a special slow dance that we got to watch. Overall, this homecoming was one to remember with its beautiful venue and entertainment. Wow, wasn't that an eventful evening? I hate to see my last homecoming go, but it was fun while it lasted. Back to you guys in the studio.
Prepare yourself for this year's spine-tingling spectacle at Arcadia. Commencing on October 20th and concluding on October 21st, a 14th annual haunted house awaits. Secure your tickets promptly through the Pep Squad website or from a cheer member, as this week marks the final chance to join the chilling festivities.
Upon occasion, a desire for a breath of fresh air arises. Fortunately, news has reached a recent establishment in our town. Let's find Caroline to explore Arcadia's second 99 Ranch Market.
Thanks guys, I'm here at the newly opened 99 Ranch at the Shops of Santa Anita. Let's take a look at the opening ceremony and explore the inside of the store together.
The day began with a grand opening ceremony filled with festivities such as the dragon dance and guest drummings. This led up to the ribbon-cutting ceremony where community leaders and store officials formally opened the store. To get more insight, we spoke to one of these store officials.
The different nationality of the customer base, and also toward to more younger generation of the customers here.
The actual store contained a variety of products ranging from the seafood section with live fish and fresh sushi to aisles with sweet and savory snacks. There's definitely something for everyone. A special feature of this store is that there are checkouts at both exits, one leading to the parking lot and the other leading to their bakery across the hall.
Not to forget to mention about our hot deli and bakery. We have a special new menu just for these locations.
Despite the extravagances of this new store, we couldn't help but think back to the other 99 Ranch just over a mile away. There, we bumped into APN member Wesley, who showed us some of his favorite products.
Oh, yo, my favorite instant noodles, me. Wait, did you guys see this at the new 99 Ranch?
Yeah, we did actually.
Oh, really?
Throughout the day, we couldn't help but pick up a few things to try.
Gosh guys, it's been a long day of exploring our local Asian supermarkets. Places like these bring a lot of Asian culture to our community. Come check them out if you have time, and back to Wes in the studio.
As we approach the conclusion of the first quarter, with academic demands steadily increasing, it is advisable to avail yourself of the opportunity to seek assistance with your homework or studying by requesting a complimentary tutor through NHS by Google Form. Now is the ideal moment to commence your dedicated study efforts.
Wesley, your attire today carries a certain splendor, almost reminiscent of a salesperson.
Your comment is appreciated. Thyself is looking most exquisite too. I must clarify that I am, despite all perceptions, not a salesperson. I prefer to be on the receiving end of a sale.
Mel, however, is very proficient in business. Let's head to her to hear the pitch.
Days were dark, void of color for Mel. She was experiencing fear of missing out and hunger to no end. The APN Krispy Kreme fundraiser was ongoing, but she didn't know how to buy donuts. She searched far and wide until she found the link. As she typed it into the computer and pressed order, she felt a feeling of hope she had never felt before. Walking into the Krispy Kreme, a breeze blew into her face as she picked up her box and excited to dig in. As she opened her box of donuts, she glazed with awe as she started to see the shine that the donuts emitting from the box. As Amel enjoyed her donuts, she was happy to know that not only does she have a whole box of donuts to herself, but she is also supporting Apache News.
Krispy Kreme fundraiser will be available until October 23rd, 2023, so be sure to buy a box at the link below.
All this discussion about donuts has left me craving something sweet.
I find myself in agreement. Are you knowledgeable about what else is sweet?
What?
Those sweet victories that our boys water polo secured this week. I propose we embark on a journey towards Sonny to get a taste of this action.
See what you did there.
Why are you guys wearing suits?
Why not? I mean, why not?
Well, why is oneself not dressed so immaculately?
Because unlike you guys, I actually got a date to Hoko. But you guys are looking great in those suits. Not as great as our Apache sports teams. Speaking of, we have a few members here from our boys water polo team joining us in the studio. Alan Yu, Jaden Jumptree, and Will Garcia. I'd like to start off by saying you guys have been on a roll this season. How does it feel to start the season off with a 4-game league win streak?
It feels great. Our team's playing really well all together, and we just hope to continue this win streak onto league finals and CIF.
We'd love to hear it. You guys played Burbank yesterday, who were ahead of you guys in league. How did you guys feel going into that game?
Well, as a team, I could really see the pressure in everyone's faces, and especially with our past losses with them, it really contributed to our feelings. But personally, I was pretty confident.
We love to see that. Lastly, how do you guys hope to end this season?
I mean, we hope to win with a league championship banner, and also to do really good in CIF. And I think our 4-game win streak helps contribute to that. And so hopefully we're on the right track moving forward.
I cannot wait to see you guys' performance, especially in your guys' next game next week. I wish you guys the best of luck. And while we're looking at teams who have been on a roll this week, why don't we head over to Lucas and see how our girls volleyball is doing.
Girls volleyball has been dominating almost every single game that they've played. Let's go ahead and check out how they did against Burbank last night.
The Apaches began the game with a running start, with our team hitting multiple unblocked serves, while Burbank struggled to keep their hits within the club. Burbank began to smooth out the plays, but was still no match for the aggression of the Apaches, with the first game resulting in a 25-14 victory for the Apaches. The second game sees Burbank taking a constant lead of 1 point over the Apaches, that is until the 10-point mark. Roles now reverse, and it's Burbank trailing behind Arcadia, a gap that's initially 1 or 2 points that exponentially grows, ending with a 25-15 victory. The final game doesn't seem much different from the second, where Arcadia pushes ahead and ends the match with a clean 25-10 victory, with the totals record being 3-0 in favor of the Apaches.
Great work by the Apaches last night. Their next game is against the Burros, so let's wish them the best of luck as their season continues. This has been Lucas with volleyball. Let's go back to the studio.
Thanks, Lucas. Now, before we end this section, why don't we look at the rest of the scores for this week? On Monday, girls volleyball played against Monrovia, sweeping them 3-0. However, on Tuesday, they lost to Glendale in a close game with a score of 2-3. Our boys water polo played Pasadena on Tuesday, knocking them out of the water with a score of 20-1. And on Thursday, played a close game against Burbank, finishing with a score of 13-10. Our girls tennis played Burroughs on Tuesday, ending with a score of 15-3. And on Thursday, played against Muir, ending with an impressive score of 18-0. Last but not least, our boys football team is going against Pasadena today in their first away league game, so let's make sure to wish them the best of luck in their game tonight. Whew. Now that I've covered sports for this week, I think it's time I send it back to the dashing gentleman at the anchor's desk.
This homecoming event has been proven to be quite exquisite.
Wesley, I must convey that I've greatly relished our time together, and you really have exhibited exquisite presence.
Thank you, Joziah. It appears that, as the saying goes, all good things must indeed come to a conclusion.
However, you know what won't come to a conclusion?
What?
Our love for you guys.
We would like to extend our gratitude for all your unwavering support. If you wish to continue to support us, we kindly encourage you to follow us on all of our social medias down below.
This has been Joziah
and Wesley.
And we look forward to welcoming you back in the next installment.